Coming up on Cityscape, San Diegans at Ground Zero. Find out what it was like for our urban search and rescue teams called in to help in New York. Hello, I'm Kathy Clark. The after effects of September 11th are still reverberating across the country. But for one group of San Diegans, those terrible events meant that it was time to go to work. Reporter Karen Dalton and producer Jack Brandeis report on the local urban search and rescue team.
September 11th, 2001. Attacks on the Pentagon and World Trade Center put the world in a state of shock. For 64 San Diegans, it meant it was time to get ready, because just 1 week later, September 19th, they boarded military transports. Destination, New York City.
The firefighters in New York and the police officers and all of their safety personnel have had a horrendous loss. We're going there to support their efforts with the support of state OES and FEMA.
Part of teams organized by the Federal Emergency Management Agency around the nation, the local group is made up of fire rescue personnel, hazardous materials experts, doctors and nurses, rescue dogs and their handlers, structural engineers, and others who have been training and working over the last 10 years to help out on major disasters anywhere in America. But they'd never seen anything like the World Trade Center site.
It's just absolutely overwhelming.
Larry Lewis is a city structural engineer reviewing plans for new buildings every day for the Development Services Department. He's also a member of the county urban search and rescue team.
What you see on TV at the time, you see a couple of very tall towers that are beyond your comprehension collapsing. But when you get there to the site, you first see about a 4-story collapse. And you think, wow, that's not too bad, okay, that's all right. But then as you walk a couple blocks and you turn around and you come face to face with the full site that's there, and you see that it's 10 blocks that have collapsed. It is just totally overwhelming. You just can't believe what's there.
San Diego Fire and Life Safety Services Battalion Chief Melinda Hathaway is a hazardous materials specialist.
And you wanted to go to work. That was the main thing. There was so much that had to be done, and you wanted to get out there and help, and you could see other people out there working, and it was just huge.
One of the team leaders, San Diego Fire and Life Safety Services Battalion Chief Perry Peak, is organized and dedicated to the safety service. But the sight of the devastation shook his normally professional demeanor.
I believe that most of us were surprised at the scope of the incident. It wasn't something that you could say, well, we're going to start here and work our way around to here. I mean, the incident went for several square blocks.
Upon arriving in New York, the team split, each working 12-hour shifts. At this stage, it was still a search and rescue operation. Looking back, we now know that few survived. However, at that time, hopes were high that someone, anyone, would be found in the wreckage. Chief Peak says their first task at the site was to figure out job assignments and logistics to get things done.
You had to grid out the area you were tasked with, and we were briefed by another team, and basically the main thing we were worried about was the hazards, the potential fall hazards, the potential exposure hazards.
As a structural engineer, Larry Lewis was ensuring that the materials being moved wouldn't endanger the rescuers.
You're looking at something that's like a wastebasket full of trash and wanting to know, is it okay to go into the bottom of the wastebasket? Well, when you get into the bottom of that wastebasket and you start moving around in the trash is going to come down on top of you. It's not a good place to be.
Chief Hathaway's role was to make sure toxic gases were within safe levels. But like other team members, she also pitched in on other assignments.
I was able to get in there and dig with the shovels and fill up the buckets and join in on the bucket brigade.
After 1 week, the team rotated home. The efforts changed from search and rescue to recovery. The work of the urban search and rescue team was over. However, the memories remain.
Someone told us, be prepared to be overwhelmed by what you're going to see at that site, wherever you go, whatever it is. So I thought I was kind of prepared for that, you know, to see something that was bigger than what I had expected, but I really wasn't that prepared for it.
As awful as it was, the experiences were invaluable. It made the team members better able to respond to any kind of incident in San Diego.